Welcome to
Welcome back to You Member, the show where we dig through the attic of our collective memory to find the things that shaped our childhoods and sometimes our nightmares. I'm your host, Sean. Today, we aren't talking about any movies or video games. We're talking about the holy grail of 90s gross out toys. A toy that was basically Mr. Potato Head if he went to medical school in a graveyard. I'm talking about the 1992 Hasbro legend, Monster Face.
Master's got ears. Where we go? Couldn't be more disgusting. How about some bubbling boils and green glove? Now I'm losing my lunch.
Monster Face, the gruesome monster head you make and remake into the most monstrous monsters imaginable. Then you bring it to life.
Now for the test. It works!
Monster Face comes with everything shown here.
What was Monster Face? If you grew up in the early 90s, you remember the commercial, the pulsating slime, the neon hair, and that giant bony skull. Monster Face was a massive white plastic skull on a purple base. But he was a blank canvas. He came with over 30 frightful parts. We're talking movable jaws that actually felt sturdy, bubbling boils thanks to a hand pump at the base, neon mohawks, and spider-covered ears. And the crowning jewel, Monster Glop. This wasn't just a toy, it was an entry-level course in practical special effects. You pack that red slime into the skull, hit the pump, and watch toxic pus ooze out the eye sockets. It was beautiful. It was disgusting. It was 1992. The customization craze. The beauty of Monster Face was that no two looked the same. You can make him a vampire with glow-in-the-dark fangs, or a cyborg with one bug eye and a mohawk. Look at this guy. He's got worms coming out of his nose and a scar across his forehead. As a kid, this was our version of creative expression. Parents hated it. The slime got stuck on the carpet, the boils eventually popped, and that red glop would dry into a weird crust that lived in the jaw hinge forever. But for us, it was the ultimate centerpiece for our action figure wars. In my house, Monster Face wasn't just a toy. He was the final boss that my G.I. Joes had to defeat. The Goosebumps connection and rebranding. Now, here's the member moment you may have forgotten. Monster Face was so popular that when the Goosebump books exploded in the mid-90s, Hasbro didn't want to let the mold go to waste. Around 1994, they rebranded him as the Goosebumps Monster Headmaker. It was almost the exact same toy, but now the box had that iconic R.L. Stine drip font. They traded some of the generic parts for pieces that let you build specific monsters from the books, like the Haunted Mask or a member of the Mud Monster family. It was a brilliant move. It took a gross-out toy and tied it to the biggest literary franchise for kids at that time. If you missed the original 1992 run, you almost certainly saw the Goosebump version in the Sears Wish book. Why it stuck with us? Why do we remember this specific hunk of plastic? I think it's because it captured that specific 90s edgelord light aesthetic. We had Ren and Stimpy, we had Garbage Pail Kids, and we had toys that bled slime. It was a time when being gross was a badge of honor for kids. Monster Face gave us control. We weren't just watching a horror movie, we were the ones building the monster. It was tactile. You felt the click of the eyes, the squish of the slime, and the vibration of the jaw. Does anyone else remember the smell? That specific chemical new toy plastic mixed with the scent of the slime. It's a smell that instantly transports me back to a Saturday morning in my pajamas ignoring my homework. Today, a complete Monster Face in the original box can go for hundreds of dollars on eBay. It's a literal piece of 90s history. So I'm asking you, you member? Did you have the original 92 skull or the Goosebumps rebrand? What was your favorite part to use? And most importantly, how long did it take for your parents to throw away the slime? Leave a comment below. I want to hear your Monster Face stories. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and keep it locked in here for more nostalgia. I'm Sean, and this has been You Member. See you in the next one.